Good morning. Hello, everybody. Well, I guess it's still morning. It's 10:36 here. How's everybody? Are you ready to have a cup with me? Well, I'm happy to get a cup with you. So I'm going to have I guess it's a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. My little girl's bringing it to me. Oh, she's bringing me delicious coffee. Thank you. Goodbye. You don't stay on the live streams. Love you. Oh, it's cold. That's some very cold coffee. You don't mind? Oh, thank you, baby. I think I turned the coffee pot off. Yeah, we can do that here, but do it over the sink, please. Okay. They want to be a part of the live stream. They want to be a part of this live stream so bad they can't stand it. All right, so I don't have my makeup on. I ain't looking fresh. I got some bags under my eyes, so we're going to do some real. All right, so this is real. Whether anybody likes it or not, this is real. Because you know what? In real life, we don't look gorgeous every day. Most of the time, we look tired and a little haggard, especially when you've had 3 to 6 kids with you an entire weekend. So, thank you so much. I appreciate you, kiddos. All right. Now, Scoot, you have chores to do due to arguments. So, Scoot to the boot. Oh, and by the way, anybody... Bye. Shut the door on your way out, please. All the way. Thank you. Moms, dads. You know. All right. Anybody that enjoys watching this with me, anybody that enjoys my antics and my crazy stories, and even can understand why I'm not wearing my makeup, why my hair is tied up in a do-rag, anybody that enjoys having a cup with me every morning or watching my live stream, understand you can go to my website and you can have a success cup with me. So I'm trying to help you guys know about success. And that success isn't just like I have the most high-paying job. Success isn't about that is a form of success. Don't get me wrong. Elizabeth, Michelle. Okay, I will. Thank you for the swag. Out the door, Miss. I want to be on YouTube so bad I can't stand it. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. Okay, what she wants me to tell you is I have stickers you can order. It says Living Healthy with Leah. Put on your cars, advertise, say, yay, she's amazing. And you can go on my website and you can also order a Living Healthy with Leah t-shirt, which are awesome. They're comfortable. They're made by Pro Weight, made by Delta. These are just some things that promote, say, we appreciate you and let everybody kind of see what's going on with my company. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing at this moment, I'm turning on my Ember cup because that's the cup she brought me today, which I love Ember. So anyway, moving on with why I brought you on today is that success can be so many different things, right? I mean, it's not just one thing. It's not just another thing. It's so many things. And right now I wouldn't say overwhelmed, but I'm tired. Yesterday I had 6 kids at my house all day. The day before that I've had 3. I've had basketball games. I even got into an argument with another coach the other day. And anybody that coaches, that can be really irritating, having to have a conversation with another coach because they are getting in your face. And, it's really frustrating. So yesterday I decided that I was going to take some time away from pretty much everything except for the kids and having fun and loving life. And I was going to take a moment away and do some yard work, focus on relaxing, which, by the way, has anybody ever tried to relax with children around? And anybody that looks at me and says, oh, yes, I can do that. Well, you need to send me how, because I am a referee. I am a mother, a father, a coach. I am everything you can possibly be to 6 of them, mainly a referee. So yesterday, these kids decided to go in my basement. They decided to destroy stuff. And I'm the type of parent that I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We don't destroy other people's things. My daughters didn't stop them. I'm sorry, that's not okay. What part of this is not okay? Do you think this is okay? So I told all the kids they had to clean. So this little girl looks at me and says, well, I didn't do it. I shouldn't have to. Yes. I love it when somebody looks at me and says that. And I say, okay, why do you not have to? She's like, well, I didn't do anything. That's not fair. Well, fair is an illusion anyway. We as adults all know this. Fair and unfair is a complete and utter waste of time and a complete and utter illusion. And I say, okay, I have a question, sweetheart. You're out, kids picking on you. Kids are watching. Everybody's making fun. They're laughing. Nobody stops it. Whose fault is it? She's like, well, everybody. Somebody should have stopped it. I said, should you guys have stopped them and said, it's maybe not a good idea to destroy somebody else's stuff? Maybe. It's like, no, there's no maybe to it. If you are sitting there watching it, you're just as much at fault. So let me tell you what happened. I gathered them up downstairs and I said, all right, y'all gonna clean this all up. All of y'all are responsible. Whether you were hitting it or not, you are responsible because you didn't stop it. Okay, that's all right. They get it all cleaned up. Here comes the kids. Ready to go on the trampoline. Let's go. And I was like, cool. Did you get it cleaned up? Yep. Yes, ma'am. All right. I said, okay, cool. The door is opening.
Did I forget something in here?
No, you did not forget anything in here. Bye.
Can I turn off?
Bye.
Can I turn off this request?
Nope. Bye.
Turn me off this.
Elizabeth Michelle, I swear.
Turn off this.
No, you're wanting to be in the video. I know what you're doing. And yeah, I blocked you. Nobody could see you.
You know what happens when you get into the video, Lizzie? People start trying to find you and kidnap you.
So everything's going fine. Everybody's arguing. Everybody wants to be in control. Nobody just wants to chill. I got so many alpha females in this house. I don't even know what to do with. I don't even know what to do with. I'm just like, please stop. Please just all y'all back up a little bit. I've never realized how alpha females are so controlling. Like they gotta control. I'm just like, y'all lead the knot. I'm the chief. I'm the mom. Y'all need to stop. And in my head, I'm just like going, peace be still. Peace be still. A little while later, here comes Lizzie. Mom, this little boy kicked my sister and another little girl. Really? Why? He felt threatened. So he felt threatened by two little girls that are like way smaller than him. So he kicked them. I was like, okay, all right, cool. I go outside. We're keeping in mind, I am 6 feet tall. I'm very strong and I look kind of intimidating to a child because to them, I'm huge. Okay, I'm not little. I'm huge. So I come out there and the little boy's like, yes, ma'am. So why did you kick them? Well, they were coming at me. So you kicked them? I said, in this family, we do not start fights. We end fights. So I asked my little girl, I said, did you kick him back? No. Why? I don't know. I said, I should be getting a call that you knocked him on his butt. Why didn't you? She's like, I don't know. So I looked at the other little girl. Why didn't you hit him back? Well, I don't know. I said, did he hit you? Yes, ma'am. Did you hit him first? No, ma'am. So why didn't he hit him back? Now, a lot of you are going to be like, I'm going to get some liberals and some pacifists on here. That's not the way you teach them. We teach them that you don't. No. This is what I teach you. And this is what you're going to understand is that we do not start fights in my family, but we will end them. One way or another, we're going to end the fight. And if anybody lay hands on my kid, anybody lay hands on anybody, then it is at that point their choice to lay hands back. They can walk away. Or they can knock them on their butt. So I'm going to tell you what I told my daughters. And I have already told the principal at their schools. I said, this is how I raise my kids. If anybody lays hands on them at your school, then I expect my daughter to knock them flat on their butt and walk away. Well, they were like, well, we don't condone violence. We can't allow that. So go ahead and suspend her. Because I'm going to take her on a vacation. She's going to get ice cream. Because when she gets to be an adult and a man comes up behind her and grabs her, she better be wailing on his butt. If she goes to school and somebody is pushing her against lockers and trying to hurt her or assault her, she better be wailing. She better not be having it in her head. Hey, I'm not supposed to hit. I'm just going to let this happen to me and deal with it later. No. We're dealing with it now and you're going to whoop some butt. That's how it's going to be. We don't start the fight, but we sure as heck better end it. And if somebody can't handle us ending it, then that's when mama gets involved. So just everybody understand that's what's going on. So I was going outside and I explained this to all the kids. And I said, since y'all have such destructive energy today, let me help you out. I'm going to help you out. All right. Yeah, it's going to be great. Y'all going to do some yard work. And if you don't want to do it and you want to go home and tell your parents why you're not here anymore, I'll gladly come and visit. Yeah, I didn't think so. Every one of them was like, yes, man, what you need us to do? I said, you see all these leaves? Y'all going to rake them up and put them up and go put them in the burn pile. Go on. Every one of them. So then they decided to get angry at my daughter, who came and told me that something was going on that should be going on. No, we don't get angry over that. So I walked up. I said, why are y'all angry? And they were like, because she told and got us in trouble when she didn't need to. She just should have been quiet. I said, and unfortunately, I had my boyfriend on my headset. And the next thing I hear after I repeated these words was him laughing. So just bear with me because he's listening to this as well. So anyway, I said, I didn't even think, but it is funny when you think about it. I said, hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some Jesus in this. Because no. I said, I'm going to walk off. I said, I'm going to walk off before I say something that I can't. So I walked off. I took a minute. I took a moment of prayer. I said, Lord Jesus, help me out. So that's exactly what I did. I came back. I said, you don't need to be thanking her. You don't need to be over here fussing at her. I said, raise your hands if you're mad. All of them but the little boy that did the head and raised their hand. I said, why are y'all mad? I said, because you realize that this child saved you from being able to come over. If she had not came and told me and y'all had told her to keep a secret, in my book, that is lying. Nothing but straight up lying. I ain't having that in my home. I ain't having that in my home. That's good. It's nice and hot now. I said, I ain't having that in my home. No, we don't do that. We don't play that game. I said, so if you guys had made her keep the secret and she had chose to keep the secret, none of y'all would be welcome in my yard. And the little girl that was sleeping over said, well, wouldn't I come? I said, no, you wouldn't be welcome either. For how long? Like 2 months? I said, period. End of discussion. I don't allow lying and I don't allow secrets. All your parents should know exactly what happens on in this house. And every one of them, I got no problems walking down there and saying, hey, this is what I did. This is what happened. Let's talk about this. I got no problems. I said, and I expect every one of you to tell your parents why you're in my yard raking and cleaning up leaves. Because it ain't from the goodness of your hearts. Because if you don't, I will. Much later on, a parent came up and I told them exactly what was going on. And they were like, good, let them finish. And then another one came up and they were like, well, what's going on? I was like, I told them. She's like, good, I'm glad they helped you. And I sat there and I got my little cup of coffee. I sat in my swing and I watched them work. And then I let Lizzie take a 5-minute break and made everybody else keep working. They're like, well, why did she get a break? Because she was the one bold enough to tell me. She had the courage to tell me. So you guys can keep working. Have fun. And now I'm sure this is going to make some parents mad. I have no right to discipline another child. I have no rights to tell my children to hit. Well, let me tell you a few facts. I'm from the generation from the 1980s. I'm from the generation you go to somebody's house and you ask permission. You ask politely. And if they ask you to do something that is within boundaries, physical boundaries, they don't ask you to do anything morally or ethically wrong, you do it. Because you're in their house. You are their guest. You don't come over hitting their kids because you get escorted off the property with a butt whooping. You don't come over here fussing and fighting and being all mean because guess what? You're going to get escorted after you get your butt whooped. You're going to be escorted off the property. And then your parents are going to get called and then your parents are going to whoop you. And then if your grandparents find out, your grandparents are going to whoop you. So don't sit here telling me that I am a bad parent or sit here telling me, well, you don't know how to be a good parent. You don't know what you're doing. You're right. I don't have a book for this. But I do know that I just told those kids that I have boundaries and that boundaries is violence and disrespect. I also told my daughters that if any boy ever lays hands on you, you better be laying hands back because otherwise he's going to overtake you and things are going to go bad. My daughters know about assault. They know from a very early age. They are 9 years old and they know you do not allow that. It's not because it's happened to them. It is because I have trained them that if a man or boy or anybody grabs you, you do everything in your power to get away. I don't care what you've got to do. You do not let anyone touch you. I don't care who they are. Man, woman, adult, child, don't care. And so anybody out there saying that I need to be less violent, well, you can scroll on, go somewhere else. Because this ain't going to be a conversation or a debate. I'm just going to delete you. I train my kids to protect themselves because I'm not going to always be there. And they're going to know that I've got their back. Period. And those teachers, I am not ashamed to go up to those teachers and say, yeah, I got my kids back. If she felt assaulted and she got hit and she hit back, that's fine. I've already had a conversation with one parent about it. So now, how does this have anything to do with why I started this YouTube channel? How does this have anything to do with having a cup? Man, that cup is awesome. Maybe I do need to tag the Ember Company because I'm using this Ember Cup, but I'm telling you right now, this is great. But understand that having a cup with me is talking every day. It's talking about success and fighting. It's talking about fighting for what you want, fighting for who you are, fighting for what you believe, and being true to yourself. That's what it's about. It's not about, I'm going to make life easy for you, or I'm going to tell you that everything's perfect, because I'm going to tell you, you're going to self-sabotage yourself. You're going to fight your inner self more than you fight anybody here. You may come up to me and say, I need help getting a better job. Okay, what's wrong with the job you got? I don't make enough money. Okay, cool. I understand. What education do you have? What are your qualifications for a different job? And that's where we're going to go from there. And then you're going to say, well, I've got this experience. And I'm going to be real with you. It's not always about your experience. That's not always what they see. They look at, did you start college and not finish? Did you start this job and not finish? They want to see how much you can finish something. Because they don't give a rat's butt how great you are. They give a rat's butt how committed you are. You can have the best qualifications in the world, but if you show that you are inconsistent, they don't want you because you're wasting their money and you are no longer profitable. Because let me explain a business mind. When I hire someone, when I want someone to work for me, I want them to make me money. It's a mutual partnership. They make money by making me money. If you're not going to make me money, you don't work for me, period. So if I spend thousands upon thousands of dollars training you, I have to pay your trainer. I had to pay somebody to make the materials. I have to pay you for being there. I expect you to stay more than 6 months because I need to make that profit. I need to make that money back plus make a profit. But if I look at your resume and you've had 15 jobs in the past 4 years, you're not profitable to me. You're going to get your experience and you're going to leave. If you are that type of person, you need to start your own job. You need to start your own business. I can help you start your own business, but you have a non-sticking personality. You're not going to stick with having a job, having a boss. You want the experience. So now we need to find a job that gets you those experiences, that gets you the experience you want and make money. If you love photography, maybe it's being a photographer. And maybe that photography you work as a freelance for 15 different companies, getting photos done. Then consistency doesn't matter. Maybe you love being a truck driver, but you don't want to work for a company. Okay, maybe that's not working for you. So I work with you to try and figure out how to get your loans and your businesses and stuff like that. That's great. Maybe you are a person that just likes to talk. Hello. Maybe you're a person that just likes to talk. All right, so let's get you a podcast going. Let's get you a blog going. Let's get people listening to you. You don't have to stay in the job you have. You just need to find the job you want. Working in corporate America, there is a standard. There's a hair, makeup, clothing. There is a set standard. And my grandmother and my grandfather always says, don't dress for the job you have, but the job you want. As you can see, I am in a sweater and do-rag. The job I have is what I want. I love what I do. I'm a life, health, and success coach. And I've helped those kids be successful this weekend because they're learning boundaries. They're learning respect. They're learning the value of hard work. On that same note, the little boy that did all the hitting, I said, are you mad? He's like, no. He's like, I'm the one that caused this. I did the hitting. I should be punished. I should be having to do this work. So the takeaway from that is that they were mad. All these kids were mad at the one that got them in trouble, but they weren't mad at the one that did it that caused the trouble. They're mad at the one that told. That is a messed up concept. You should be mad at the one that did the action that caused the problem, not mad at the one that found a solution. And in that essence, I was the solution, because should you let anybody put hands on you? No, you shouldn't. If you're in a relationship and someone's putting hands, I expect you to be putting hands back. And I expect you to be walking out that door. The key to success starts with one thing: confidence, self-esteem, knowing who and what you are. And baby, I know exactly who I am. And I love it. I am proud of where I've come from and where I'm going, and nothing's going to stop me from getting to where I want to be. And anybody watching this, anybody seeing this, you're going to ask yourself, how can I be that way? How can I get to that point? Listen, I have a website. It's called Living Healthy with Leah, Leah, Living Healthy with Leah. And my name is spelled Leah. Come check it out. Get in one of my programs. I can help you change your habits. I can help you find your successes. I can help you transform the way you're doing your life. Because in your story, you're going to have to make a choice. You've got two choices. You can be the hero or the victim, antagonist or protagonist. You can be the one that makes everything happen for you in a good way, and you get rid of all the things that are bad. Or you can be the one that is allowing all the bad things to happen to you. You're making the choice to just allow these things to happen. Isn't it time you're the hero of your story? Isn't it the time that you're the hero of your story? Let me say that one more time. Isn't it time you're the hero of your story? I want to thank everybody for listening today and having a cup of coffee with me. I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate you taking the time to listen, because sometimes just the matter of listening is important. So check out my website, hit me up through email or phone, and know that you deserve the life you want. You deserve to be the hero of your story. And you don't have to be great to be started. You do not have to be the master of what you want to be, but you have to start to be great. You have to get started to be great. And yeah, I look wore out today. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. It's been a long weekend. And I'm going to leave this one thing, is that I was in an argument with the coach, because I am a coach, and we were arguing. And she looked at me and she said, "You don't know me." That's actually a really profound thought. I didn't know her, and she didn't know me. But what if we all knew each other a little bit? What if we took a moment, instead of being angry, instead of letting something get to us, and just, we took a moment to know who we're dealing with. So go in that mirror and start knowing who you're dealing with. Are you the hero or the victim? What choice are you going to make today? Go look in that mirror. Know who you're working with. Because nobody's going to know you like you do. All right. Hit like, hit follow, hit subscribe. Check out Living Healthy with Leah. Just remember, you're enough, though. And you can do anything. All you got to do is make the choice to do that today. Check y'all later.